The Real McCoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real McCoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he made Kate Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginia they came to stay in sunny California. Old Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
Well, George, by this time next week, I expect to be down at the depot to see me off, huh?
Why, you going someplace, Amos?
You know darn well I'll be leaving for the large convention in San Francisco.
Well, I wouldn't start packing yet. You got to be elected first.
That's right, Grandpa. George here's running for delegate, too.
Yeah, so's that new member, Willis Butterfield.
Oh, shucks, that's just to make it legal. When the running's over, I'll have the votes and they'll have the exercise.
Now, Grandpa, that's no way to talk.
Oh, let him alone, Kate. That's the only way he knows how to talk, through his hat.
Now, don't you two start squabbling.
Yeah, this is going to take some deciding. You're both good men. I ain't rightly sure who I'm going to vote for.
I ain't going to try to influence you, Luke. I ain't going to point out that you're my own flesh and blood and that I practically raised you. Well, this fella here is nothing but a stranger.
Well, thanks for not pointing it out, Amos.
Now, I sure hope this campaign ain't going to cause no trouble between you two.
Don't worry about that, Kate. When it comes to choosing a delegate, there ain't going to be no campaigning for votes, because it's against law's rules. Is that right, George?
Yeah, that's right, Amos. Yeah, this is one time there ain't going to be no tricks, no shenanigans, and no cheap politicking. And may the best man win. And
that'll be me. George don't seem to want none, Kate.
Oh.
She sure does.
Thank you, Luke.
You should have tried some, George. You don't know what you're missing. Yeah, of course, now I couldn't sell them to everybody at this price, but seeing as how we're both knights of the Mystic Nile.
You can fetch me in another crate up in Pepino. Can't afford not to buy eggs as long as I can get them for 19 cents a dozen.
19 cents? Well, Senor Grandpa, it cost us more than that just to feed.
You heard what my good friend said. Fetch another case for Brother Sam.
Okay?
I guess you heard I was nominated for delegate to go to the convention, didn't you?
Well, you can count on my vote, Brother Amos. Leastwise, as long as I can get eggs at this price.
Now, wait a minute. This ain't no bribery or nothing.
Oh, of course not.
Funny thing, though, how bottom dropped out of the egg market just at election time.
Howdy, Brother Merle. Brother George.
Say, Merle, you know the election's coming up, and I'm running for delegate.
Uh-huh.
Say, Merle, them plums of yours are the finest plums I ever did see. I'll take 2 pounds, old friend.
If it ain't George McMichael. Howdy, Brother Moore.
Brother Amos.
I'm just buying some plums here.
Plums? Well, I thought you said you always busted out in hives when you had plums.
Well, yeah, I did, but, a fella's got to put up a little fight, you know. Like they say, you got to get back on the horse again.
I suppose you know what you're doing.
There, George.
Thank you. What you been doing lately, Amos?
Oh, nothing much, George. Sort of sticking close to the house.
38 cents, George.
38 cents, yep. There you are.
Thank you.
Oh, don't mention it. I always like to give my business to my friends. Amos, going my way?
Which way you going, George?
That way.
You know, I was going down this way. I see you, George. Say, Merle, I'll take a couple pounds of them plums.
George just took 2 pounds.
I'll take 3 of them.
Well, I got them all ready for you.
You have? I guess you know they had a hankering for plums, huh?
That's good. Mighty good, Merle.
Howdy, friend.
Howdy.
How about a couple of jugs of homemade cider?
Well, that's what I stopped for.
Well, it ain't but 50 cents a jug.
Yeah. You're Amos McCoy, ain't you?
Yeah. Do we know each other?
Well, I know you from being at the meetings of the Mystic Nile.
Oh. Say about this ID now. I get a special price for lodge members. Came for 25 cents a jug.
Oh, that won't be necessary.
Well, yeah, that's all right. That is, I mean that there's just as much brotherly love inside you as there is in anything else.
Well, that's mighty nice of you.
You see, I'd like for you to have a cigar, brother.
Butterfield. Willis Butterfield.
You know, that name kind of rings a bell with me.
Maybe that's because I was nominated delegate, too.
You a delegate, too?
Yeah. Well, thank you for the cider and the cigar.
I want them good. I beat old George by a landslide.
Well, now, Grandpa wasn't exactly a landslide. George got 50 votes to Grandpa's 55.
Well, when rocks are to fall on your head, it don't make no difference what they weigh. The results is the same.
Yeah, boy, I sure envy you getting to go to San Francisco.
Sightseeing trips to the Golden Gate Bridge and Fisherman's Wharf.
Yeah, now whooping and hollering and keeping indecent hours.
Can I come in?
Oh, sure, George.
Come on in, George.
You ain't going to demand a recount, are you?
Grandpa, what a thing to say.
No, Amos, I just dropped by to congratulate you.
No hard feelings?
No. Sometimes a man don't mind losing an election. Maybe it's better than feeling guilty about the way he would have won it.
Now, wait a minute, George. You ain't a-saying...
Now, wait a minute, Grandpa. George was just supposing.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Amos, I want you to know that when the lodge members elected you delegate, they made the best choice.
Thank you, George.
Well, I gotta be going. Take care of yourself, Amos. Enjoy the visit.
George.
So long, Bye, George.
Thanks for stopping.
Bye, Luke.
Bye.
Good night, George.
Thanks for stopping by.
Good night. George sure is a prince of a fella. You gotta admit, Grandpa, if you was in his place, you wouldn't be such a good loser.
Well, that's because I ain't had as much practice.
Congratulations, Senor Grandpa.
Thank you, Pepina.
Pepina, how did you know Grandpa won the election?
Well, how could he lose?
Well, now, wait a minute. It was pretty close. George got 50 votes to Grandpa's 55.
He did. Well, Chihuahua, I don't understand. Who would vote against Senor Grandpa after all the stuff we bought and gave away?
What are you talking about, Pepino?
Pepina, ain't it after your bedtime?
Well, thanks for reminding me, Senor Grandpa. I have to get up early tomorrow morning to take the tractor to Senor Clark, like you promised him. Good night.
Good night, Pepino.
Good night, Pepino.
Go ahead. Get it over with.
I ain't gonna say a word.
Neither am I.
Well, that's three of us. I'm going to bed.
Well, I don't see how you could sleep after what you've done.
Practically bribing them men to vote for you.
You mean to tell me that you think I won that election by cheating?
Yes.
Okay, but you remember this. No matter how bad a thing looks, there's always a reason for it.
Well, all right. What's your reason?
I don't know, but I'll have one by the time I come back from San Francisco. Hey, Luke. Got a letter from the lodge.
How do you know it's in the lodge?
Well, he's a signature on there, see? I know I can't read words, but I was always good at signatures. Probably all about my trip, huh?
Let's see here. Yeah, that's what it is,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah. Enclosed, you will find your round-trip railroad ticket. Well,
I always wanted to ride on the train.
also enclosed is hotel reservation for one single room and bath.
Well, just think of that, a boarding in one of them high-falutin city-fied hotels.
They sure take care of everything.
Just think of that, living first class and eating high off the hog.
Please forward your check in the amount of $50 to cover these expenses.
What? Grandpa, I didn't know you had to pay for your own trip.
Well, I guess it was just never brung up.
Well, I thought the lodge was supposed to take care of things like this.
Well, that's what we thought, Grandpa, but Looks like we had the wrong idea.
Well, now, that ain't going to stop me. I'm going anyways. I was elected delegate to San Francisco, and that's where I'm going. I pay my own way. How much money we got in the cookie jar?
As of this morning, $3.80.
$3.80? Who's been digging in there?
You have. We had over $70 in there before you started campaigning.
When you start buying a quart of wood and 3 bushels of beans and...
And cigars and a dog.
Oh, that's enough. It's like living with a couple of bookkeepers.
Grandpa, we'd help you if we could.
I got an idea. Say, Kate, you know that $2 you're putting in the bank every week at the Christmas Club?
Oh, no, sir.
Now, I ain't talking to you.
Well, I'm talking to you. You ain't going to get your hands on Kate's Christmas money.
Well, all right. That's the kind of Christmas spirit you got. Take it easy, Peppina. I wouldn't want nothing to happen to that lamp.
What else could happen to it? Grandpa, you really think somebody will buy all this junk?
Well, if you keep on talking the way you're talking, nobody's going to buy nothing.
Oh, take this quilt. It's got a big hole in it.
Now, that's the beauty part, you see. In the summertime, when the weather's hot, that hole leaves the air come in.
In the wintertime, when the weather is cold?
Well, you just move over to the other side. Peppina, you got to learn to talk about the good points of these things.
Well, I'll try.
Now, you take this fine old saddle here. You ought to be able to say a lot of good things about it.
Maybe we can sell it to a camo. I don't think it'll fit anything else.
Now, there you go again. Look, with this fine hand-tool saddle, it ought to bring at least $10 or $15.
I wouldn't give you 10 or 15 pesos.
What a fine salesman you turned out to be. Why, you're just pitiful. That's what you are, pitiful.
Grandpa, I don't think you're going to raise no money selling that. Kate's been looking all over the house for this coffee pot.
We've been using that? Well, now, don't that beat all that?
The clock. Grandpa, you wasn't thinking of selling the mantel clock.
Now, wait a minute, Luke. That clock's as much mine as yours.
And the reading lamp. Grandpa, as long as I can remember, this reading lamp has been sitting on our end table. Come to think of it, when I come through the house just now, I never noticed the end table.
You take all this merchandise out of here, you're going to put me out of business.
I ain't going to let you sell the house right out from under us. First thing you know, you'll be selling the harness right off the mule's back. You know? Oh, Kate's sewing up that armhole now, Grandpa.
Oh.
She ought to have it finished in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Would you like me to drive you down the lodge hall?
No, thanks, Luke. I think there's something I ought to handle all by myself.
Look, Grandpa, it ain't nothing to be ashamed of that you can't afford to go.
Ain't nothing to be proud of neither, Luke. Lodge delegate's supposed to be kind of important. Think of the price of a train ticket or a hotel room.
Red Precious, get him. Michael, I thought you were a customer.
Well, I am. Give me a glass of cider.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't tell me you're trying to sell some of this junk.
I'm going to be glad. This is Senor Grandpa's last day of sale.
Well, there's your dime. I'm going to say goodbye to Amos.
What for? He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, he isn't. What do you mean?
Well, nothing. I just hope poor Senor Grandpa had $49.90 to go with his dime.
Well, that sounds to me like he needs money for the trip.
Yes, but he'll never ask $50 from a friend.
No. Oh, no, that's Amos, all right. Him and his pride. Be too bad if he didn't get to the convention after winning the election fair and square.
Pitiful. Just pitiful.
That's a snappy-looking saddle you got there.
Snapped a long time ago.
Well, it's just what I want. I want this saddle.
Yes, sir.
Donna, just a minute. You ain't going to overcharge me. Oh, no, sirree. I won't give you a cent over $30.
$30, Senor George.
All right. I'll make it $40. Don't push me too far.
40. Are you kidding?
I'll swear, Peppino, you are the shrewdest hand I ever had. All right. I'll make it $50. But that's final. Take it or leave it.
Leave it. I'll take it. Adios, Senor George.
It ain't nothing to be ashamed of.
Well, it just ain't going to be easy for me to tell him.
Senor Grandpa.
It just ain't my day.
Senor Grandpa, wait.
Look, don't bother me with your troubles. I got enough of my own. God done it.
The saddle. I sold it.
Say that again.
I said I sold the saddle for $50.
Hallelujah! What not head bought it?
Senor McMichael.
Hey, George, he ain't even got a horse to put it on.
He knows what to get one. You see, I use salesmanship. I talk and I argue.
Peppino, you're going to get a bonus for this.
I am?
Someday. George don't know it, but he saved my hide. You know, I wish there was something I could do for him.
Well, why don't you take him a jug of cider?
That's a good idea. Maybe we'll take a couple of jugs.
I'll get him for you.
I might have known all you McCoys that went for us. You'd be looking down and watching up one of your kinfolk. Thank you. Thank you again.
Come in. Well, Amos, I'm just making myself a little supper.
Yeah? Beef stew, huh?
That's right.
Well, here's something to go along with it.
Cider, huh? What's the occasion, Amos?
Oh, let's say maybe just a little thank you for buying that saddle this morning.
Well, I ought to be thanking you, Amos. Yes, sir. I really needed that saddle.
Exactly what horse did you need that saddle for?
Well, I ain't exactly got the horse yet, Amos, but, I get mine one.
You know, I think maybe I've seen that animal.
You have?
Yeah, it's the exact same shape of that trash barrel outside your house.
Now, Amos, don't jump to no conclusions.
Yeah, us McCoys don't accept charity. They raise your money back.
Now, just a minute, Amos. I am sick and tired of hearing about this McCoy pride.
Well, you're going to hear about it, because that's just about all us McCoys has got left. And don't you know that if I don't go to that convention in San Francisco, they're going to send you in my stead?
Yeah, I know that. And also know I'd be miserable all the time I was there.
In San Francisco?
Yes, sir. Because, Amos, during the election, while you was acting fair and honorable, I was going in for the cheapest, dirtiest, crookedest kind of politicking you ever saw.
You, George?
Yep. I was practically buying votes by the bushel.
Is that a fact?
Yep. And that means that some of them crooks I bribed turned around and voted for you anyways. Go on, take the money back. Have you gone out of your mind? I said I tried to cheat the election out.
Well, don't you know the only reason I won that election is because I done dirtier tricks than what you done?
You couldn't have been more dirtier than me.
Oh, I couldn't I?
Amos, when I play dirty, Nobody can touch me.
Well, now, maybe you'd like to know that it just so happens to get Joe Cashman's vote that I had to buy 3 times as much paint as I needed to paint my house.
Baby stuff. I bought 10 gallons of fence paint from him. And I ain't got a fence.
I sold 80 dozen eggs. From 19 cents a dozen on down to nothing.
Eggs. I never thought of that. Doggone you, Amos. You always get an ace in the hole, haven't you?
Well, I got elected, didn't I?
Well, we can't waste no more time. We're going to miss the train.
Yeah, we better get them started.
Gee whiz, I sure wish I was going to San Francisco.
Oh, you will someday, little Lou.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah, let's go.
Where's Luke going?
Oh, he's driving us to the station.
Well, goodbye, folks. Thanks again, Amos and George, for allowing me to go in your place.
You'll just see that you're having plenty of fun at night when you're up there in San Francisco. That's what I want to hear about when you come back.
Oh, I ain't much for that nightlife. I'm taking along a good book.
He's going to read? At night? In a city like San Francisco?